Tarik, we're actually going to let you go next. And because you had a lot of different things you could have talked about, but I specifically want to lock in on the fact that you said you've been playing through like the Borderlands trilogy.
Oh hell yeah,
man! I can't stop playing it. It's nothing is new.
It's pretty fucking good.
It's really good, man. Like it's just, and especially they released the fourth one that's coming out.
The trailer, yeah.
Man, I play the first one, then the second one, then the third one, and then go right back to the first one. Just run it back.
So funnily enough, Mark and I we've been LPing Tales from the Borderlands, the Telltale narrative choice-based game, and I've never played it. I've heard nothing but great things about it because it keeps the same humor and writing that we expect from Borderlands, but albeit in a more of a backseat kind of role to like how like the plot works with like the world of Borderlands and Borderlands 2 specifically.
I can tell them when they can see it.
Oh yes, you can also see it. We're gonna be catching back up on it next Tuesday at around like what 7 p.m. CST on Mark's channel, Mark Not Mark, but we'll get to that later. So yeah, I wanted to mention that as well too because I'm like, oh, you're playing Borderlands. I still need to finish 3. I've yet to finish 3, but 1 and 2 were peak, especially couch co-op. Peak couch co-op next to fucking Army of 2 as like some of my favorite co-op games I've ever played.
Wow, Army of 2, that's a throwback.
Yeah,
man, I would go crazy for Army of 2.
Man.
I would kill for Army of 2 remake or successor because that shit's...
I've never played Tales of the Borderlands, but I heard it was amazing because Borderlands has such a story. That's why I don't know if you guys have seen the movie. I didn't see the movie, but
I know people that seen the movie don't. It's kind
I have no intention of seeing the movie because it's bad.
It didn't look good at all. I don't get how you fumble a story that good. Like
here's how you do it.
Trying to do their own thing.
Here's how you do it. You get The Rock. That's your first mistake.
No, Kevin Hart. We got Kevin Hart.
You get Kevin Hart and The Rock. Your first 2 mistakes. Jack Black as Claptrap works in theory, but there are honestly Stamper as Claptrap would have been great. Like that's just as the voice. Like there's a lot of ways you can go about it, but regardless, it's like with every video game or live action adaptation movie that did very poorly, with the exception of Sonic and Detective Pikachu. Just the cash grab, trying to grab these familiar actors. Like, oh hey, we'll just throw The Rock and Kevin Hart on the front cover, and people will buy tickets, right? I'm like, the uninformed will, but the audience you want to get, they're not going to watch it, and they're going to hate it. They're going to hate you for it. It was so bad that that's pretty much how we got Borderlands 4 a little bit earlier than expected, at least the trailer wise, because the movie was so bad.
I believe that. I hope that doesn't deter them from coming out with more film and TV adaptations of Borderlands, because it's such an expansive universe. I mean, they could do so many things, but I hope
there's too many stories you could tell.
I feel like if they went straight to streaming with it instead of a movie, it probably would have been better, to be honest. In fact, if they animated it, it probably would have been better.
And they could have kept the same art style. We would have watched it.
Yeah. Like I knew that movie was gonna fumble when I've seen cosplayers that have better outfits than what they had in the movie.
For real.
It came down to this point where I ended up mentioning this before. A movie when it has Jack Black in it, and now it's starting to become like cash grabby. But you already knew it was cash grabby when it had Jack Black and Kevin Hart in it.
Yeah, it's at the end of the day, it's a shame, but there are other ways to experience the world of Borderlands, like with you playing the collection, and then with Tales of the Borderlands, and then Borderlands 4 coming out, like, and of course like the spin-off games, like with the Tiny Tina's D&D, like full standalone spin-off game. Yeah, like I do want to play that just because I know it's good, but again, I think after 2, I played pre-sequel a little bit. I did not like pre-sequel, and I played 3, and I'm like, 3, it looks great, but story-wise and character-wise, I'm like, I kind of want them to remake 1 instead, like give 1 a full ground-up remake in the new engine, as opposed to just being, oh hey, here's Borderlands 1 60 FPS modern consoles, which of course it's amazing, still a great game, plot-wise and like world-building-wise. I think it it went on a little bit too long. They did too good. Mark and I will agree to this and shout this from the high heavens. They did too good with Borderlands 2. They peaked at Borderlands 2. They have big shoes to fill.
It's a Silent Hill 2 problem, where they made something so likable that you can't top it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then also,
actually fair.
And also
I think
Tarik.
the story in 2 takes it over, but the characters in 3, the gameplay in the third one is really, in my opinion, but I agree. The story,
the gameplay is great. The story is a different story. You can have a great game. You can have a great feeling. Like, case in point, Atomic Heart. Game goes hard on mute, and I say that for a reason. Gameplay, great. Feels like BioShock, feels like Doom, feels like a bunch of other games of that type. Everybody can shut the hell up because I'm tired of the dialogue.
And also, Tarik, real quick
Crispy
here.
critter.
Crispy
Since we have
critters.
you for a limited time, I also want to ask you to talk about one more thing you've been recently into. Mark, you can chime in. He said he's been watching Castlevania Nocturne Season 2.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't know where they...
dude, I have no words. Gee, okay. There is one particular part that I can't stand about Nocturne in the second season, but everything else, this is why I watch animation. That is the reason why I get.
May I ask which character it's about?
Wait, what?
May I ask which character it's about?
Dude, okay.
We can talk. We can talk.
Who's gonna risk it all for?
I'm
risk it all for.
Well, okay, the main Elizabeth, right?
Yeah.
The entire time, just to have Sister Girl be like, nah, this is actually me. Oh wait, spoilers, my bad, spoilers. And her be the main villain, but I feel like they just.
Well, it's kind of loosely based off of Rondo of Blood, just like how the last Castlevania series was loosely based off of I want to say Curse of Darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So Castlevania oftentimes has like some wild shit that happens in the end, where it's just like, oh, so this is ever since I don't remember which game did it first, but like ever since games like Symphony of the Night and a few others allowed you to like level up and do stuff, they were like weird little niche things where you could get like the true ending for stuff like that. Like it is interesting to see that they follow it as kind of loosely. So we'll see what happens if they continue into another season and follow Symphony of the Night, since that technically happens next.
Man, but it's an adaptation. They can do whatever they want. They already changed so many characters. What was her name again? Like Elizabeth's number 2? Drolta. First off,
my future wife.
She was the one who started all of this. They set her up like a Starstream character, and she was really Megatron the whole time. She was like, "Yeah."
You know, that's a good analogy.
Right, like
she set up at Starscream, but she was Megatron the whole time.
Yeah, and then they had her go up and, I'm just gonna say how it is, had her traveling to find this random white woman who is this woman? She's like, yeah, you're the next goddess. No, bitch, you do it. Like, what you talking about? Just go ahead and run
it.
You gotta remember, when people are being devotees for something, they go through extreme lengths to do dumb shit first before they do something that actually makes sense.
Man, she was all the way in Africa.
I know, dog. I know.
All the way to Russia to find this random ass woman. Like, I don't know. That was my only problem. Other than that, I think phenomenal.
I get where you're coming from. I do. But that final attack though.
Yeah, we needed that. We needed that.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. They spent a whole movie budget on just that scene. That was incredible.
Oh yeah. I know Mark definitely could yap about Castlevania as long as you will allow him to, so
Castlevania Nocturne is the most Mark-ass season of Castlevania, and I'm here for it.
I love that.
Okay,
I love that we're at peak animation in terms of video game shows. I can't wait until Devil May Cry comes out because then we're gonna be back again. With
That's gonna be peak.
rolling.
That's gonna y'all already know I'm gonna be screaming from the high heavens about that.
Oh yeah, I'll be up there with you. Actually, it's gonna be good.
Oh yeah, same.
Y'all are gonna be watching it, and y'all gonna hear my screams from across the country.
Oh no, trust me, I'm gonna be there with you. Like the time has come, and so have I. Type beat, bro.
The last thing he came to die.
The last thing he came to die. The fucking that game goes so fucking hard.